Hello and welcome again to Polk Place. Today we have Suzanne Wright and Kathy Oliver from the Polk-Hardy County WIC program. Ladies, thank you for showing up today.
Thank you.
Now, what exactly is WIC?
WIC is a federally funded program, grant program, and it was commissioned in the 1974 by Congress. And the money is granted through the states, through the Florida Department of Health, administered in the county of Polk County, handling Hardy County also.
Oh, fantastic. And who is exactly eligible for WIC? What is WIC looking to, who is WIC looking to help?
WIC is a supplemental nutrition program for women, infants, and children. Women meaning breastfeeding women, postpartum women up to the until the baby's 6 months, pregnant women, infants, and children up to the age of 5. And they have to be income eligible. The income standard is 185% of poverty, and also a nutritional or medical reason to be on WIC to qualify.
What is a medical or nutritional reason?
It would include low iron, underweight, overweight, gestational diabetic, many different medical conditions. And then also a nutritional reason could be inappropriate eating habits. It could be, I'm having a loss.
Well, maybe inappropriate bottle use. For example, sweet tea or Coca-Cola in a bottle. Those types of issues.
Bottle use over a year, up to 2 years or something.
Okay.
So,
well, that's fantastic. How many people exactly in Polk County do you help with the WIC program?
we have a caseload of a little over 21,000 now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of the population.
Right.
And what foods does a participant actually receive as part of WIC?
The foods include 1% milk. It's a nutrition program, so the foods that are available are nutritionally not special, but they're low in fat, low in sugar. They receive cereals, just approved cereals, not just any cereal they want. 1% milk for the women and for children over 2, and then cheese, eggs, cereals. Now we have added brown rice, corn tortillas, or bread, whole wheat bread. And then they get a coupon for fruits and vegetables they can purchase a certain amount, a dollar amount. So whenever they're receiving their benefits, they only can receive what we provide for them. They can't just go out and buy any kind of cereal. So,
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's really beneficial to young mothers and their babies.
There's a lot of nutrition education involved. We have a lot of promotional things talking about cut down on sugar drinks and weight loss products, but through healthy eating.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. I can't, considering that healthy eating is almost 50% of what it takes to be healthy.
That and exercise, yeah.
Exactly. Now, how does one exactly enroll into the WIC program?
Well, we have 10 sites, actually 8 standard sites, and we have 2 that are satellite sites. So, and they're all over the county. We have one in Haines City, Lake Wales, Winter Haven, Auburndale, Bartow, 2 in Lakeland, and then Wauchula.
Wow, that's...
And then we have 2 satellite sites, so that Frostproof and Fort Meade also included.
That's fantastic. So definitely if someone is looking to take part in this program, you make it as easy as possible as you possibly can.
Right, and we even have started having some Saturday hours for those that work. So parents that work can come in on Saturday mornings.
That's great.
At
Well,
some of the larger clinics.
fantastic. Well, I know as part of the WIC program, you also have a large component that has to do with breastfeeding and the importance of breastfeeding. Why is breastfeeding so important?
Well, Dr. Armstrong, Florida Surgeon General, has identified breastfeeding as one of 7 of his points on Healthiest Weight Initiative. And breastfeeding has life-impacting effects on children. For example, there are health benefits of breastfeeding, decreased risk of ear infections and allergies and asthma, and then larger health benefits like decreased risk of childhood cancer, and for the mother, decreased risk of breast cancer, ovarian cancer, uterine cancer. That's just the tip of the iceberg as far as benefits go. Then there are some green benefits of breastfeeding, like, for example, reduced use of resources, less going in the landfill. And of course, when we're talking green, we need to talk about money. So breastfeeding saves money.
That's amazing. I never even thought about it from that perspective, but there is a lot that goes into it with the benefits of breastfeeding.
Right.
Now, why are we drawing attention to breastfeeding in August? I know that's a big push at the moment.
Right. Well, August 1st through 7th each year marks World Breastfeeding Week. And that was initiated in 1992 to bring attention on a worldwide scale to the importance of breastfeeding and to draw attention to the need to support women globally in their efforts to breastfeed.
Oh, fantastic. Now, I know as part of the whole breastfeeding initiative, you guys provide peer counseling to a lot of the young mothers. What exactly is a peer counselor?
Well, the peer counseling idea is something that is unique to WIC, and it's a service that WIC offers at no charge. Years back, everybody breastfed. There were no options. And then as science became more respected and formula was developed, women stopped breastfeeding. So several years ago, generations ago, when a baby was born and a mother needed help with breastfeeding, she went to her mother, her grandmother, her sisters, and as we moved away from that, that source of help just evaporated because mothers were formula feeding. So breastfeeding champions were identified in the community, women who have a passion for breastfeeding and interest in helping other mothers, plus personal experience in breastfeeding their own babies. So they have been identified to help other mothers in their same community, in their same cultural base, achieve their breastfeeding goals.
Well, that's fantastic. Now, what sort of difference do you think the peer counselors have made in Polk and Hardy County as far as WIC is concerned?
Well, they have directly helped mothers initiate breastfeeding, and they have helped them continue breastfeeding for as long as they have wanted to, and increased the breastfeeding rates in the county. The peer counselors offer help outside of regular business hours. As we know, problems don't happen only Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. So the peer counselors are available on weekends or in the evenings for a mother who needs a little bit of support or assistance for her to be able to call. And that assistance has allowed the mother to achieve her breastfeeding goal.
Fantastic. Now, besides peer counseling, what else does WIC do to support breastfeeding?
Well, WIC does a lot to support breastfeeding. One thing that we have started is a community-wide breastfeeding support group in Lakeland on the first Saturday of the month starting at 9:30, and that's open not only to WIC participants but to the community at large, those women who are breastfeeding and want to connect with other mothers who are breastfeeding. At that support group, they exchange questions and information and tips for making breastfeeding and mothering work for them, and they can rely on the information that they're getting. It's hosted by peer counselors, and their knowledge base is really excellent. They're well trained. Other ways that WIC can support breastfeeding is that we participate in community coalitions with the hospitals and health fairs and activities like that, just to get the word out on breastfeeding.
That's great. Now, I keep on hearing people talking about Healthy People 2020 objectives. What are those, and what are the goals surrounding in that push and that movement?
Well, the Healthy People 2020 objectives are health goals identified by government agencies that if these goals are met, will have a positive impact on the health of the nation. For initiation of breastfeeding, which means breastfeeding upon hospital discharge, the 2020 objective is about 81% of mothers who deliver breastfeeding at hospital discharge. And then at 6 months, the goal is closer to 60%. And then at 1 year, the goal is about 30%. And that is just a goal for our mothers who deliver in the United States to reach.
Wow, that's great.
And bringing it to Polk County, we have certain indicators that we monitor each month, and our ever breastfeeding rate is 82.6%.
Oh, wow.
And the goal is 81.9, and the state is at 77%. So we are pretty proud because we were one of the worst for many years, and then now we have become the 10th highest in the state out of 69 counties.
Well, that's fantastic. Congratulations on
And
that.
we're one of the only big counties that are that high. So we've worked very diligently trying to get the word out and so
make those positive
that's
changes.
Right, yes.
Excellent job. Now, I know that in January, you were telling me earlier that there are some things that are going to be changing with the way that people receive their WIC benefits. Can you go
Yes,
into
we're
that a little
so excited about WIC is going to have a big change. We've always given out vouchers with the food items on them that people could take to the store and use them. Starting in January, we're going to have EBT cards, similar to what they would receive from food stamps, so that when they go to the store, all of their items that they're eligible to purchase will be available on the card, and they can go to the approved vendors and receive their products. But they don't have to get only what was on the check before, only those amounts. So it'll be a big change for the clients.
Well, that's fantastic.
And for us.
And for you, yes.
So we're looking forward to the change. It'll be very
Fantastic.
nice, yes.
That's great.
WIC has a big impact on the community. About $1.3 million is spent on WIC purchases
Oh, wow.
to vendors in the area.
So not only are you making a difference to these women's life, to their children's life, to the environment, to the pocketbook, you're also helping local economy.
Yes, and health. Research has shown that every dollar spent on WIC saves $3.50 in medication costs. So it really has a big effect on people.
Well, that is amazing. And you
So,
guys
benefits.
are definitely amazing for everything that you accomplish, and thank you so much. If you'd like to find out any more about the WIC program in Polk and Hardy County, you can contact their public phone number at 863-519-7900, extension 11063, or you can go to their website at mypolkhealth.org.